I'm not a fan of podiums, so I'm not going to get behind one. Hopefully you can all hear me. You've been blessed because you just had probably three of the most knowledgeable speakers on this issue of Obamacare and on what it's going to do to the country at large. So I thought what I'd do is just take 5 minutes, and give you my overall take and then just get into what the Republicans need to do in the world beyond past Obamacare. And interestingly, to Dan's point, it's always amazed me. It's always amazed me because we've been told from day one by the President and by many others that this is the most monumental piece of healthcare legislation passed since Medicare and Medicaid, and yet for a couple of years he's been silent. And did you notice 2 days after the Supreme Court ruling, 2 days after the Supreme Court ruling, the President gave his weekly address to the nation, and he did not say boo about it. Did not say boo about it. Americans aren't working. Our economy isn't growing. We are broke, and we're losing freedoms every single day in this country. And the most beautiful aspect of Obamacare is it has to do with all of that. It has to do with all of that. Dan knows, as a member of Congress, my God, we're given 50 of the major talking points. What we need to say about Obamacare, to just drive it home to voter after voter after voter. It's really easy, guys. It's so easy. This thing will change the country like nothing else. And if we don't repeal it, we will never, ever, ever be the America this country was. Ever. I wish people in Washington would listen to the people out here who matter. Small businessmen and women have been telling us for months now, Obamacare is the #1 reason why they're not hiring anybody. The #1 reason why they're not hiring anybody will be, they tell us, the #1 reason why they have to let people go. Who creates jobs? Why do we listen to Washington? Listen to our businessmen and women. We know we can't afford it. We know that because the number of what this thing will cost has been adjusted 1, 2, and 3 times, and you're smart and I'm smart, and we know it's going to cost a heck of a lot more than that. And to Dan's point about the Catholic priest, are you telling me that we've gotten to a point in this country where our government can tell a Catholic priest or any man and woman of faith that they have to pay for and provide basic products and services that go against their faith? Not here. Now look, Steve Tucker and Dan Proft and Mark Neerhoff know the policy argument on this thing is over. It was over when they signed it into law. There isn't a Democrat running for Congress this year that's going to talk about Obamacare. President Obama won't talk about it. They know it's bad for this country. So now it's just down to politics. If we believe this thing is going to change this country like we can never ever get it back, it's down to half the country or a little bit more doing something about it. And so the question that just keeps ringing over and over in my mind to each of us is, what are you prepared to do? You're a manufacturer in Elk Grove. You got 120 employees. You know that the costs of Obamacare are going to force you to let people go. What are you prepared to do? Let's say you're that owner of that manufacturing plant in Elk Grove Village, and you're a lifelong practicing Catholic. And your government's going to force you to pay for or subsidize coverage that goes against your basic religious beliefs, your basic rights of conscience. What are you prepared to do? You're a mom. You're a mom. You're a grandmother. And we know, folks, men, we know this. Our moms and our grandmoms take and are responsible for a lot more of our healthcare decisions than us men are. You know, moms and grandmothers, that unless we repeal Obamacare, it will forever change the quality of care your kids get. It will change your relationship with your doctor. This whole notion we've got of the family doctor is out the window. It's gone. Doctors are leaving this profession in droves. Moms, grandmas, talk about a war on women. What are you prepared to do? You're a doctor, Dr. Neerhoff. This thing is going to ruin your profession. Too many of your colleagues were silent 3 years ago during this debate. What are you prepared to do, Dr. Neerhoff, to save your profession? To save your profession from a government bureaucrat dictating every single decision you make. And again, nobody can put this like Dan Croft puts this. I'm sorry. I'm a 29-year-old young man or woman living in this country. What am I prepared to do? Are you telling me that my government now can tax me for something I don't buy? What am I prepared to do? Done talking policy. I'll follow Croft, Tucker, and Neerhoff to the edge of the earth. We've won this thing. So very rarely in this country do we have the opportunity to stop a government program before it ruins us. And we've got that opportunity now. And the only way it's going to be repealed, thank you, John Roberts, is through you. Through us. And the only way it's going to be repealed is at the ballot box. And then the Republicans, if in power next year, have to replace this thing with what we all know works. Patient-based reforms. This is the best healthcare system in the world, the best healthcare system in the world that has problems when it comes to access and cost. And there are only two ways to go in dealing with access and cost. You either want to put government in charge of everything, or you put us in charge. You put patients in charge. It's up to us now, folks. It's up to us. Thank you.
Well, I probably shouldn't even add